Hi, my name is James Hayes. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Virtual Medical Coaching. I'd like to share some experiences with you today with working with Mohsin. We've worked with Mohsin for the last 2 years, and I have to say every experience we've had with him has been brilliant, and I could not sing his praises highly enough. He does a variety of internet and web development work. He has built a number of websites for us. He does a lot of cybersecurity work. His programming skills are really, really good. And I would say very technical web skills. One of the very useful aspects of working with Mohsin is that he works in a different time zone to us. So if our development team gets snowed under, they can outsource some of the work to him, and usually he can work on this in what is our evening, so it's his daytime, and by the time we get up in the morning and get back into work, we've got delivery. We can't speak highly enough of him, so if I was you and you had some work to do, reach out, give him an email, give him a call. You won't be disappointed. I was a medical imaging lecturer at ARA, and we had this idea that we could do a lot of the simulation in virtual reality. We were doing that for a few years and it was working quite well, and we got a knock on the door saying, could you do this in midwifery? So the obvious answer is yes, and then try and work out how to do it. I've never delivered a baby, so we relied on all the content knowledge from the local team here, and we were able to put their knowledge in with our development team to develop a world first actually for ARA, which is great, a virtual reality birthing scenario which the nurses and the midwives will be using.
So the basic scenario that both nursing and midwives are working with is that Zara is a heavily pregnant woman. She comes into the primary birthing unit in advanced labour, and the student is the one that has to deal with that situation. Just gives the students a real opportunity to practice how they are going to be as midwives. From a first year level, just being able to go into the virtual reality, it just means that they become a little more used to the situation that they're going to. Some of these young women have never been in a birth, so to be able to go into virtual reality and actually be acclimatised to working in that is really helpful for them.
It felt quite realistic actually getting in there today and birthing the baby. So we just had to encourage the woman, do the general obs on the lady and get some history, do the labour support that we would do and catch the baby and everything that comes after that.
It was amazing. It feels so real being in there, and it's just so cool that we can actually do that. When you're standing there waiting for the baby to come, that feeling's still the same, and I did find myself talking to the woman through the contractions and things like that, like I would with a real woman. Just gonna have a wee listen of baby. Oh, that sounds lovely. Baby sounds very happy.
What we're planning is that we can add on the extras that the students need to learn. So in second year, when they're starting to work with more complex women, that we can actually maybe stop the virtual reality. We're looking at the ways that we can expand and grow this from a midwifery perspective.
Students are young and they're vibrant, and they come in like that. They come in with smiles, and we've got to maintain that. One thing we can't do is bore them, because they stop learning then. The virtual reality enables them to have an enjoyable experience and a very deep learning experience.
It feels completely different to your normal everyday life. I could spend so much time in there. Well, because it's so much fun, you don't even realise that you're learning.
I love it. I personally love it. I think it's a really great way to learn. It tracks your learning throughout the program, so you know exactly where you're up to.
I can walk by the simulation room and they're using it at lunchtime, they're using it after work. They couldn't do that before because the simulation gear we had uses live radiation, so they had to be supervised.
We can't expose patients just every day for no reason at all. They actually need to be having an X-ray.
You just need so many hours of practice to get anywhere, so this definitely helps you a lot.
There's a number of X-rays that we can do. So there's hand, we can take finger, we can do ankle X-rays, knee X-rays, pretty much any X-ray of the body. Informed virtual reality or informed simulation is very, very powerful,
because by the time they get to the virtual reality module, they've already shown that they know the theory, and now they're putting it into practice.
You can't ever have too much experience taking x-rays. I think it's just a really great way to really boost up your confidence.